So I just did card reading for number 3. I'm sorry, it has been a little bit of a wild ride. I felt naughty today, but somehow it was a reading I did not expect. But the last cards were really like, yeah, if you choose that card, you are going to recognize things. So I hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye. Hello. So you're the group who chose card 3. And I was attracted myself with this card. Because yesterday I was already pulling them blind, but I had a gathering I couldn't do the card reading. But I already pulled all of the cards blind. And I was really like, yeah, this hand was like, I'm ready to fight. And but before I fight, I give you a warning, because the thumb is before the knuckles. And it also talks about strength, a lot of strength. And I really had this image of, when the enemy is drowning us under the water, and we're still like, just pulling our fist above the water. I know I'm gonna die, but I still stand for what I am. So something like that. So yeah, and it's called self-empowerment. Empower yourself to ignite inner confidence and achieve your goals. Empowerment, confidence, strength. So and I just come home from work, and normally I'm very hungry, and but now I really felt feisty in the car. So I have to do the reading first before I have my dinner. So and this morning this song came up. It was "Open Up Your Heart." How does it feel so real? Those were the words that was coming to me. And I was looking it up, and I got all of these different songs from Opening Your Heart, but it was not that. And then I kept on searching, and then apparently the title of the song is called World Hold On. And it also talks about the children of the sky. And it was like, oh, okay, this is very interesting. So we will see how this reading is going. But I must say, yesterday when I was drawing the cards, so many flew out. It was like, okay, this group has a lot to say. Totally different than group 2. Totally different. So yeah, it's quite a bunch. But yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting. So let's start. So first they talk about regrets and karmic message. Oh boy, that's a happy beginning. Yeah, well, that's also like the feast, right? So, okay, we continue, and then we will see where it goes. Okay, but there is a change. They're talking about change. Fulfillment. Okay, Shri Ganesha. Childlike expression. I believe that was also yesterday in group 2. Yeah. Okay. Make some time for friends. Okay, so those who are in hermit mode, it's good to do that, time to reflect, but also make time for some friends. But there isn't quite one firm theme that's coming out, so let's check the rest of it. It says adventure. You can go with a good friend onto an adventure, or go on an adventure yourself. If you wanted to visit a country for a very long time, maybe it's the time to do so. You can check it out. This also says empowerment, so that's like the title of the card. And this woman is like looking over her shoulder. She's like reminiscing everything that has been. There is like a sunrise and a sunset. So she has taken the time, to reflect, to see it from different views, different perspectives. And yeah, she has this look from, I can relate to that. But she has a serene look. It's like, it is what it is, you know? Yeah, there is like these old memories she's thinking about. Okay. So maybe with, although I must say, her face doesn't look that, like she has regrets. She doesn't. But she's looking, how do you say that? Nostalgic. She's looking nostalgic. Okay. Then we got, yeah, we got only a few tarot cards. Oh, it's also reminiscing. So are you or reminiscing about the past with someone, or someone from the past is reminiscing about you, thinking a lot about you? Ooh, and it's a King of Cups, so it might be a gentleman who wants to offer a cup of love, or someone that is still holding love for you, or you are in that energy of, I have this reminiscence about the past, about this or that person, and I still feel a lot of love. So the new doors that are opening for us is the door of mystery, secret, unknown, enigma, suspense, intrigue, obscurity. Yeah, so maybe there is a person who has a cup of love to give that is still a mystery, still a secret. Take it as it resonates, okay? And there will be a discovery, because it's also the door of discovery, exploration, uncovering. So something will be exposed. Learning, insight, and enlightenment. So you will get some kind of epiphanies going on. Your soul mission includes nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. That's nice. Yeah, well, now I'm cooking a lot more for myself, but it's not like I'm the cooking princess. I'm just like straightforward, And it also, your life mission is also about protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. So for some, there is a career change ahead. Maybe that has to do with nutrition. Why not? Maybe you only cooked for pleasure, but you're really good at it, and now you can make your own business from it, or you can work for a company which you really really like. So take it how it feels. So the shadow card is numbness. To feel pain is to be alive and human. Yeah, well, actually it is, yeah. And I know everything about pain. So, yes, so you can do a lot of stuff, to numb your pain, but in the end, you just have to deal with it, right? So it also says, but it's very difficult to read, insensitivity, disconnection, and indifference. Okay, so maybe this person from the past, there is a disconnection, or they were very insensitive, or there was an indifference, like, I don't care anymore if there is a connection or not, or do I still hear from them or not. But yet there is still a connection going on. This looks like, how do you say it? Unresolved business, unfinished business. That's what it is. Unfinished business. It's probably, maybe you have a contract with this person, and that's why it's coming up. And it could be a karmic relation, or the other person has disconnected because of karmic relationship and now has a regret for doing so. That's also a possibility, but there is going to be a change. And it's going to be fulfilling. And you have like this wonders, like, what? And you can become friends again. And you can go on an adventure together. Yeah, it's like these two persons are, it's like you are thinking of them and they are thinking of you. And there is still some love connection between the two. It's a door of mystery, but also a door of discovery if you want, because you know the choice is always within you. Okay. My little bunny. Inner child says, I connect with my inner self and stay true to me. Yeah, most important thing to do, it's inner voice. So always listen to your inner voice. No matter what the external is saying, always listen to your inner voice, because you know it might be black on white. It doesn't matter. You just do this for yourself. Just let them know, this is what I stand for. Okay? What is going on with the cell phone? Okay. Ah, the energy, yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Healing with the angels. We got harmony. So you or someone wants to bring something back into harmony. Maybe there is some music involved. Or maybe when you put on the radio, you know, these songs that are coming through, you automatically think of them and they think of you. There is a connection which is not finished yet. That's for sure. Oracle of the Sea, sunken treasure. Discover hidden riches within yourself and trust that abundance flows where intention goes. This is what I say all the time. Where attention flows, the energy grows. So be mindful what's in your mind. And apparently there are still some hidden riches to be discovered. And we have the door of discovery, and we have the door of mystery. I mean, like, you can't make this up. That's nice. Okay. So there are things that are not known for both parties, I see. And yeah, it's like the divine is also wanting to surprise both parties. There is still some hidden treasure, a sunken treasure, so something from deep, deep, deep down that might be related to like past lives, you know, sunken treasure, even going back to Atlantis or Lemuria. So it's possible when these two parties come together again, the energy, there is something that's get triggered or sparked or ignited. Very interesting. Okay. Earth it. Learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Oh, it talks about star seeds. So you came down in this time to Earth and you're learning here to be human, and you we already know it's not simple. Oh boy, it's definitely not simple. That's why we need to do this. I got to take my stand. Yeah. Enlightenment. So we have been enlightened for many things, you know. It also reminds me of the third eye, because we had to battle so many things. It's like our third eye is like watching all the time, and we easily get enlightened by the things that's going on the world stage, and also within the circle of friends and family. It's like when you enter the room, you can already see what the energy is, what somebody thinking. Doesn't mean we have to act on it. Mostly it's better not to act on it. It's a bit of a mystery reading. It's not very clear, but yeah, it's like the universe is saying, yeah, I keep it mysterious, and you need to dig deep to discover even your own treasure. You don't know everything yet. You're not supposed to. That's how it feels. But hey, you're protected. Go on an adventure and find out. Listen to your inner voice. What is it saying? And don't numb things. Numbness brings you nowhere. Universe understand that we're reaching out, you know, to numb things because sometimes it gets too painful. But say no. To feel pain is to be alive and human. What says Earth? Learning how to be human. So we have to take the pain with it. Yeah, not an easy lesson, but hey, we hold on. Girl, hold on was the other song. Girl, hold on. Na 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 na. Yeah, I can't sing. Okay, opening to discovery. Universe, spirit, what are you saying? They don't give much information. Opening to discovery, we really have to discover it for ourselves. You're teasing us. Okay. Broken open. And this is more like she's sitting like on a lotus, and some heart chakra, some heart chakra has broken open. Yeah, well, I wasn't. There was a time for me, like I was shut down through to circumstances. I was totally shut down, so I had to retreat to heal, and it takes time. It takes time to heal. But now my heart is it's becoming more and more open again. But I'm listening way more to my inner voice. I set up my boundaries, you know, and yeah, say my truth. I'm like, I'm giving you a warning, so don't be afraid, but I'm, I'm telling my truth. And I'm sure this bunch, this group is doing the same. And that's okay, isn't it? But somebody's heart chakra broke open and wants to bring harmony again. Because now they are finding the harmony for themselves. It's like orange, orange. Yeah. Okay. Mariage. Okay, this talks about divine union. This is the telepathy card. Marriage. The marriage of souls is the union of two divine opponents. Okay, so this is like a love story. Now take it as you want it, as you need it. it also might be, you know, you can marry. It's like there is also a marriage between the feminine side of you and the masculine side of you merging together. Or maybe you feel this story with someone from the past, and this is still somehow going on in your life. The energy is not finished yet. Or you want to have a deeper connection, or the other person wants a deeper connection. But this is about two souls meeting again to clear something out, something very heavy, bring change. It's like the bring the innocence back alive, go on an adventure in order to heal. Bring balance, harmony, love. Also trying to be human. What do we live for? Love. Don't we? Yes, we do. Again! Past lives is vows. There are so many cards in past lives, and again it's vows. I believe this came from. Is it also from yesterday? Group 2? I believed I said there had to be found a compromise between the vow that has been taken in a past life that still has such an impact by the thinking in this life. And it was, you know, there are things in there that are an illusion. It doesn't serve you anymore. So you need to adapt, you need to create a new that is matching the needs you have now. It's so interesting that this vow is coming back today. But marriage is also a vow. Now you say it, marriage is also a vow. Somebody's thinking about marriage? Maybe there are persons here who want to be married or taking the big step, you know? It's about two souls who really are in search of harmony. They're listening to the inner voice, and this is not finished yet. There is something. We are star seeds. We came down here, you know, to finish some karmic stuff and then learn to be human. And you know, the earth is the pearl of the universe. This is the teacher in the world of duality. The easiest way to clear your karma and to learn lessons is here on earth. It can be very, very difficult, but if you don't learn it now, you have to take the whole route again in the next life. So it's way far better to do the hard stuff now, because then you can clear it, you can deal with it, and then your soul can move on, you know, to greater things, or as I say, to the next level. Okay. Shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. Okay. Sacred divinity, there are two paths ahead. Yeah. There is a choice to be made. Living light energy. See the beauty in life. Is someone getting their ability back to see? energies, or they are gaining that gift. Someone is getting it back or gaining that gift for the first time. And for the sacred divinity, because you know she's all in the nude, there are two paths ahead. There's choices to be made. Yeah, well, if somebody is asking for marriage, the answer is yes or no. Those are two paths. um, no, it's a sacred. Sorry, I'm a bit. Yeah, I'm a bit naughty. I feel a bit naughty today, but yeah, there is enlightenment. Something is still a mystery. There's a lot to discover. Is also to do with sacred sexuality. There are two paths ahead. Yeah, you can say yes to this, or you can say no, I move forwards alone, choosing completely something different. Ooh, the fly agaric. Isn't that the, yeah, the Amanita muscaria, the emperor. Look at that. And we have the police stopping. Is that a sign for the card reading? What do we do? We stand our ground. I'm sorry, I'm feeling naughty today. They're stopping in the middle of the road. I'm going to check. Sorry. They're stopping this little Luigi car. Luigi, maybe the name of someone you're wondering about is Luigi. Okay. Ooh, the Emperor and the Sun. It looks like somebody is meeting up again with a masculine energy who feels uplifted, who has found the sun. There is also judgment. Okay, let me see the other one. Eight of Wands, red coral. I think I got this. There is someone coming, but they are shielding their energy, so it might be possible that in the beginning they're like a bit reserved, or you are going to be reserved when you get in communication with this person. But they say, look beneath the surface. There is something else going on. Oh, it's like the female sacred divine has the choice here, because there are two paths ahead for this person. And with this living light energy, it's like, you know what? It doesn't matter what path you choose. See the beauty in life. But there is an emperor who is in this high mood. There has been some judging, but you know, it's like they have been ready to let go of. They had to overcome some kind of judgment, and they want to have like many communication with the high priestess. And we all know that the high priestess is like mysterious. There's a lot to discover. And you know, with an emperor and a high priestess and those vows in a past life, there is some unfinished business here. Maybe they were married in a past life, and there is some energy still going on, but with some kind of karmic relation or circumstance, there has been something playing out, and there are regrets. This is the card of regret. And there is a karmic message. That there's going to be a change. And I think it's going to fulfill them both. Because it says, make time for friends. So it's possible that the friendship grows. And there are two paths. Yeah, of course, you can choose the path of friendship. But if this man has a cup of love to give, you can also choose the path of intimacy, the sacred divinity. But it doesn't matter. Neither the one or the two it's okay. I think the female has a choice. And they say, see the beauty in life. Because, you can still remain friends if the other thing is not working out. Okay. Very interesting. Somehow this is like a love reading. I didn't expect that at all today. Because the prior two had totally nothing to do with the love reading. This has to do with some kind of connection. Okay, we still have some cards to go on, so hold on, please. So, but the person, yeah, because an emperor is like, they have this garnet on, and they garnet on, and it's like they're ready to fight, right? So they can be like disconnected, like maybe like you think at first it's like a little bit numb, the card of the numbness. They're like numb, but you have to look beneath the surface. There is a lot going on there. Maybe he's acting jolly, but beneath the surface he's like really judging himself, because he has regrets. Yeah, take it as it resonates. Let's see. Oh my God. My song, Open Up Your Heart. Look at Open Your Heart. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Open your heart, not just a little, all the way. And let the love flow in. That's a confirmation for this broken open. The heart chakra. Let it totally break open so that the love can flow. Wow. Open up your heart. How does it feel? So real. My God, this is a love reading. I'm sorry, guys. If it doesn't resonate with you at all, please just choose another pile, because the other two are totally different. But I can only read what the cards are saying, okay? So I'm sorry for that. If you say I have nothing with love for the moment, so and I'm happily married. What are you telling me about? I'm just saying what the cards are saying, okay? So let's continue. It says galactic love. I'm filled with galactic love, and I share this love with everyone I meet. Yeah, and that's kind of our blueprint, That's where we all need to go. Is going to that universal love. But then, you know, when you come to the galactic love, you first had your ego death. You're going through ego, stubbornness, fears, anger, whatever, self-pity. You have to go through all of that in order to gain galactic love. Yeah, so now in her head it's all flowers and plants, because you know, when you have good thoughts, positive thoughts, you grow things, you let things grow. So yeah, love reading. Okay, deep sea diving, way of the mystic, learn through experience, death, going to the deep. It's again, it's about mystery. You have to discover it for yourself. Just take a deep dive, follow that way of the mystic, and learn through experience. So maybe you're afraid to contact because you know, you think, you know, I don't have much experience yet in love or true love, you know. Well, they say dive deep. You will learn it on the way and feel the depth of it. Yeah, there's nothing more beautiful than to feel the depth of love. It's to die a little, to live a lot. Okay, return to joy. We are here to experience joy and have fun. Have fun with it. Don't be afraid. Don't get scared when you think, oh my God, there's a lot of coming towards me, and you know, this feels like huge, and all of these roller coasters and waves. And but they say, hey, return to joy. If you feel too nervous, return to joy. We are also here to experience joy. Yeah, the childlike expression. Come to that place of innocence again. Fine wine. Longing is the portal to wholeness. So this is some kind of desire card. Yeah, because, yeah, this could also relate to vows. It is possible that, you know, you made a vow, you can have no desires. And now in this lifetime, you suddenly feel like, you know what, I have desires. But your vow is like knocking on the door. So there is some kind of judgment that says, hey, no desires. And universe is telling you longing is the portal to wholeness, because what you desire is also part of you. Why should you deny what you want if it's something that doesn't hurt another? Why should you deny it? Because you know, in past lives, like in the Middle Ages or something, it was not done for this or for that, or you know, she has like this, some kind, like, it's not really a nunnery, but maybe you had some connections with the church, or a community, you know, where sexuality was totally not permitted. And now you're battling with it in this life, and you're getting somehow frustrated, and there is something that had regrets for result. Why don't you make some fine wine? Return to joy. And you know, and this is also the colors of the heart chakra, and the heart chakra, but also the pink of the love, the softness, and then you have this purple of the spirituality. So combine and make it soft with joy. Limitation is power. Lean into your limitations. So if you're telling yourself, you know, I can't do this, or yeah, but I got my limits, limits means boundaries. If you say, this is my limit, this is my boundary, yeah, then okay, you take a stand, for your limitations then. And you say, this is where the line goes. And discuss it with this person, you know. I believe it was also, honesty is the best policy. And it is. It's better to talk about it up front than along the way, because it's much easier when you know a little bit in front where you stand, where you begin. So talking is very, very important. I think the message is here, you really need to talk. Like, what I think is, when these two souls meet, not all the cards will lie on the table. And along the way, there will still be things seen as a mystery, because you have to discover along the way, and it doesn't matter what path you are taking, it remains hidden. If you think you're going to gain clarity up front, forget it. For both parties, forget it. It will remain a mystery, and you have to discover it along the way. Yeah, that's the message. And it just belongs to learning how to be human. Yeah, and that's like, you know, you don't have control over everything, and that can be like difficult, difficult. Not only to understand, but to grasp that. And so you're limited also in that. Just to know, you know, you don't have control. Divinity also has a say in this, and they say, well, limitation is power. Lean into your limitations, lean into it. Say, okay, I can't know anything. I can't know everything. I have to make space for the divine as well. So your angel number is 888. Prosperity awaits. Financial abundance is coming your way. Be open to receive it with gratitude. Ooh, that's always nice, isn't it? But 888, special number. Mine is usually 444. This is like multiplied by 2. So double the fun. Raise your vibration. I am grateful for the earth. There's a sunflower on it. So learning to be human is also learning to be grateful for the planet you're on. And earth is so beautiful. And you know, if we come into prosperity, let's hope so, we can maybe get some time off, you know, to explore her beauty, or putting up a project that will help her to heal. So be grateful, and use it wisely when it comes in. The Oracle of the Rose, 2 cards. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. And the Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So this is a time of initiation, or maybe when these things come together again, there is some initiation linked with this. It will ignite an initiation. And all had to happen like this because there is a double mission, and it has to do with channeling and uplifting humanity. I can relate to that second message. Okay. Herbology. You have chamomile for inner peace. And the rhodiola for wisdom. The unicorn of wisdom. Okay. So with the heart and soul, you got this one. You are a living work of art, a most sacred and eternal being, a multi-dimensional field of energy with no beginning or end. You are a floating island of consciousness, swimming within a cosmic sea of love. Live the dream and dare to be extraordinary. And I think that's what we do. We are gathering our courage, and no matter karmic things come our way, we change it into something, we kind of trying to make some kind of adventure of it. And of course there is always the mystery, there's a lot more things to discover, but deep down we know we are multidimensional, we know we are eternal beings. That's why if we have to die, we still do this, because we know a soul is alive forever, and we stand what we live for. Yeah. So live your dreams. Live your dreams. Keep them alive. I connect with heaven. This is the life message card. I connect with heaven. A challenging situation holds a hidden lesson for your growth. By turning inward, you can find peace and transform resentment into understanding. Embrace this moment as a step forward, serenity and trust that every experience leads you closer to your true self. Yeah, that's 100% true. And we know it, I had a very challenging situation and I turned inward. I got my shock, but I turned inward. And I had to transform it into peace. It takes time to do so. But it pushes you. It pushes you forward when you do that, and you come into your own empowerment, because there is no other way when you do that. So I'm glad I learned that lesson, because I know when I was younger and in past lives, I just know I was projecting, but that's not the way. So now I'm really learning something new for myself, and it was hard, but I'm glad I did it. Yeah, makes me much more fulfilling. Okay, inner work. Yeah, God brings me ideal situations for my inner healing. So no matter what they throw at us, we know it's for inner healing. As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strength. Yeah, because I opened up a YouTube channel and I was afraid. I was really like self-confidence. And I talked to myself, just do it. It might be for just one soul. But you know what Joseph Roelof said in those books? Just do your work for one soul and your life mission is done. And that kept me going. That was like, well, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm opening a channel, if it's only for one soul that connects with it and grows with it, and just say, hey, I feel better now. I have more confidence. I see the sun more shining into my heart. Yeah. As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strengths. I direct my thoughts toward the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage. Thus, I get stronger. Come on. That's self-empowerment. That's the card. This text totally matches that card. I love it. I love it. Darkness turns into courage. Thus I get stronger. And that's how it is. Drop the mic. Oh, I feel naughty today. Okay. What's the second one? A door to the infinite. Also heart chakra, you see? It's pulsing. At my heart center, there is a door that leads to the infinite. Today, I visit my heart center and open that door. As I enter, I experience a deep sense of serenity and I understand that I am eternal, that I am indestructible. From here, I can see beyond my life's challenges to the higher levels of my existence. I know now that my inner light is infinite. Wow, again, this is leaning so beautiful with the prior card and the self-empowerment card. Confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. I love it. Don't mind me today. I'm sorry. Just moving on. So this is a card from your guardian angel. Okay. It says, oh my god, this is so funny. How to use these cards? This is, yeah, okay. I have to take the deck again. How to use this card? But ask a question. Okay. Okay. So this means have a question in your mind. Now have a question in your mind. Okay. I take another card for you. Have a question in your mind. Karina. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm just going to take healing. It's about healing. Listen to your heart. Again, it's all about the heart. Love is the greatest healer. It is, isn't it? It is. Oh, my hair. It is. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you and will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. This card is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. Wow. Yeah. Oh, and I feel the energy in my legs. This is a message of healing. Or when these people are coming together, they're going to be a great healing. And they probably need to heal things for themselves, apart, but they can heal also things together. And again, it's spiritual connection mostly. These people have a very deep spiritual connection. Oh, my legs is a confirmation. Thank you. Okay, so the last final card has to do with someone you're connected with in heaven. Okay, so for you there were two cards coming out. So the first card is, I am not gone. I am simply enjoying the next stage of my journey. So please be happy for me. Yeah, most of the time, we feel grief, when people departed, but and Joseph Roelof, he's telling about this, quite extensively, and it says it's not good to mourn, not for a long time, because you're keeping these souls down here, and they feel the grief of the persons left behind. So it's better, to remind them in a happy place so they can go and grow on the other side. Yeah, okay. So this is the second message for heaven. Someone you're connected with in heaven. Oh, this is beautiful. And I think I read this for a friend of mine. I remember this. I will always point you in the right direction. Yeah, I believe that was somebody's aunt from a friend. I will always point you in the right direction. So if you choose this pair, it's a confirmation. She's with you all the time, no matter which direction you take, and she is pointing for you the right direction. So you're protected. It says here, you're safe and supported and protected. So there is your confirmation. And last but not least, there is a message from Yeshua. So let's see what it says. Dear Yeshua, Isa, what's your message? Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Yeah, it's a beautiful last card, because, you know, when you see this card, you know, you think of kind of war, but we're not people who wants to make war. We just want to make a stand, you know. We just want to say our truth and what we live for, and it's love and peace that is our motivation, you know. But we put up our boundaries. Why not? It's all about self-empowerment. And we have to gain constantly this confidence, this strength, in order to go through this matrix. It can be damn hard sometimes. But no matter what, Yeshua is saying, blessed are the peacemakers. To find peace. If there are still some people that comes back around, you know, to have a talk or an exploration, or maybe they will be apologizing because they have some regrets, or there is a karmic message that can feel harsh. Just breathe and calm down and keep the peace within you for yourself. Because, you know, there is also the card of judgment. So I don't know how it's going to take, but you have the choice. There are two paths to go. Okay. And I forgot two little cards. Don't go yet. Don't go. So for the dragons, the ghost of dragons, they are asking, let the dragons take away your sorrow. We will find to help you to find a solution that will perfectly fit your situation. Feel strong and know you have the capacity to solve those problems, and you will gain strength. Wow, that's also a beautiful confirmation. And from the angels, it is think broad, not narrow, think wide. You are being stimulated to spread your wings and think out of the box and expand your view and imagine the world that you want in your heart and surrounded it with light. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. By the mode of three, let it be. This was your card reading. Bye-bye.